Hey guys, Prangell Gaming here, and welcome to the Nottingham Forest squad review. Now this was replaced by the drafting dummies, and it's finally back. The squad looks fantastic, may I add. So in goal we got De Vires, left back Fox, the centre backs are Mills and Mancier. Now Mancier used to play for Hamburg and Chelsea, and he's a very, very solid defender. We then got Linja, sorry if I said that name wrong, but it's a really weird name. We've then got in the CDM spot, Lansbury, Williams at centre midfield, and then Abecchio at centre midfield. The left winger is Mendes, and he does look pretty pacey, and them stats don't look too bad for a player that plays in the Championship. The striker is then Oliveira, and then the right midfielder is Burke. Now what about the players on the bench? Now unfortunately we do suffer yet again from the problem that the players that are on the bench may not be strong enough, and in this case it is the goalkeeper. He looks dreadful. Hopefully he's not, and hopefully the defence is good enough to stop the ball from getting to him. But also we have a few more problems here. The centre back that has to play right back isn't too much of a problem, but this CDM might have to play as a right midfielder. But it's all up to me, I guess, because this Techke could be playing there instead. So let's have a look at the players here. We got Etminov, Pinolis, Hobbs, Wilson, Riera, Cohen, Reed, who is actually a legend. He's fantastic. He's been really good in the game. Tesk, Ward, Osabalonga, who actually looks pretty decent. I wanted to use him, and that's one of the main reasons why I made this squad review. And of course, we got Vaughan. So, let's go find ourselves a first match, and hopefully we can do really well in the Champion Shield. You know the drill. Let's go. Try and win the first game. Right, the game quit on itself again. I was drawing yet again, and unfortunately I just don't understand what's happening. I'm going to play one more time, and if all else fails and it does quit on itself again, then I'll just show you all the highlights of the games that I did play that the game quit on itself, because there were a few decent goals and a few really good opportunities and a few great saves by the goalkeeper. So let's go into this game, and hopefully, fingers crossed, the servers will actually work and not quit halfway through, because this has been a reoccurring problem in many of the games I've been playing online recently. Right, so as I say again, we have found our first opponent. Okay then, Valdez in goal. Don't know the left back. The centre backs I don't know. The right back I don't know. The right midfielder I think is Vepdal. The centre midfielders are Schneider and Wilshere. Left midfielder Balassi, and Griezmann is the striker along with someone else I don't know. So this is very much a starter team. Hopefully I can actually score some goals and progress. Reed, Osabalonga. Oh, and Osabalonga has the ball. Osabalonga has scored. And this could be the start of a goal route that we will be scoring against Victor Valdez. If you look here, I passed the ball but then accidentally passed it to myself. But Osabalonga will not care, and he'll put the ball in the back of the net to make it 1-0. Cohen to Osabalonga. Osabalonga again, and there you go. He's put the ball in the back of the net again. And now we're leading 2-0. This is going to be a great game for Britt Osabalonga. He is going to be set riot in this match. Andy Reid to Osabalonga. And Osabalonga could be played through again here. Osabalonga, there's a hat-trick. The striker has played fantastic in this game. And in under 14 minutes, or around 14 minutes, he has converted a hat-trick. He has played fantastic in this game. Reed, and that pass again was useless. And again we've given away a free kick. We just cannot defend at the moment. It's a red card. Okay, what happened there? Red card to who? Hobbs has been sent off. Wow. What a game. Oh, and that's a great free kick there. It got against the post, and he was so unlucky there to not score. I'm still shocked that I just got a red card. I don't know what happened there. Schneider. It's played over the top for Cowan. What can Cowan do here? Cowan's still going with the ball. Cowan. Oh, and he shoots and he scores. He finally puts the ball in the back of the net. And it's around half time. I've got to say, maybe my defending was a bit too relaxed, but I did have a player sent off, and he finally does put it in the back of the net. All I can say is I'm happy for him. to Pinolas to Britt Usabalonga. And finally, Britt Usabalonga scores again. And that's his 4th goal in the game. And we should have definitely won this game now. Okay, and the same message has come up here. The connection has been lost with the opponent. I don't know whether he's rage quit, but I wouldn't put it past the game to mess up again and quit itself. So we should have actually progressed here. Team played pretty well. Usabalonga, of course, was fantastic. And for some reason he didn't get the match ball. Who actually got the match ball? No one, apparently. Okay. Fair dues, but if someone had to have the match ball, it would have been Britt Usabalonga. So that was a fantastic game. Let's get into the next game, and hopefully we can actually progress further in this tournament, because I really don't want any more disconnects, because it ruins the experience. Right, after the first game was such a success and Britt Usabalonga scored so many goals, we can finally use the starting 11. And hopefully this time the problem has been sorted out and we can actually play games without, well, the game crashing on itself. This is the starting 11. It's a fantastic team. I've already used it so many times. And these teams are really good. So let's get into the second game and hopefully we can win it. Right, so we have found our second opponent of the video. So he's got Kiko Castilla in goal, Marcelo at left back, Pepe and Otamendi as the centre back, Zabaleta at right back, Pereira in the midfield with Inform Perisic and Kovacic, Felipe Anderson at left mid, Iturbe at right mid, and the big guy Dybala up. This team is fantastic. But can the Nottingham Forest team stand up and cause some good problems against this team? Let's find out. Lynch to Ginger Ninja to Abecchio, Becchio to Nelson Oliveira. Oh, and the keeper saves it, but it does end up in the back of the net. And the captain, Nelson Oliveira, puts us 1-0 up. We were very, very close there. Abecchio played it on to Nelson Oliveira. And the goalkeeper did save it, and they were very close to clearing it off the line. But we did put it in the back of the net, and we are winning 1-0. It's a great pass there. Kovacic has the ball. Kovacic is still going with the ball. Kovacic is still going. Oh, what a save there. It's a great header. It's a great opportunity. It's still dropped to him. Oh, and he has put it in the back of the net there. I don't actually know who scored. It's actually a Iturbe there. We are very, very unlucky. Everything was just bouncing towards him. And unfortunately, it ended up to the right player who ended up putting it in the back of the net. Kiko Castilla. Nelson Oliveira now has the ball. Oliveira to Williams. Williams with the shot, and there we go. It may be a sweaty goal, but we'll take it, as that means we are winning in this game. I'm pretty sure Jonathan Williams, the player that just scored, is on loan from Crystal Palace. But they may have signed him permanently, but I'm not too sure. But he's not a bad player. What can Mendes do here? He's kept the ball in. He's got past Zabaleta. Mendes, he's still going. Mendes is going to play it across. Unfortunately, the defender... Wait, what? He's given away a penalty. I honestly thought that was going to be fine and the goalkeeper could get the ball. But Ryan Mendes was fouled there, and there's a yellow card to Pepe. Surprise, surprise, Pepe's getting booked or carded for anything. He's usually the one that does everything wrong in real life. So what actually happened here? Oh, okay, fair enough. That was a stupid challenge on his behalf. So it's going to be Henry Lansbury versus Kiko Castilla. I haven't had the best track record at scoring penalties. And there we go, it's 3-1. Henry Lansbury scores from the spot. I'm quite glad to say that I scored that, because recently I've missed a lot of penalties. And there we go, as cool as you like, Henry Lansbury makes it 3-1. Marcelo to cross the ball into the area. Oh, and there's a header, and unfortunately that one goes in the back of the net. But the one before didn't, and I think it's a Iturbe that scored, but I'm not quite sure. But either way, Marcelo crossed the ball into the area, and unfortunately the goalkeeper just didn't have enough on it to stop it going in the back of the net. And who scored? Oh, it was Kovacic, not Iturbe. So there you go, it's 3-2. Basilio, up the pitch for Nelson Oliveira. What can Nelson Oliveira do here? He's still going. Nelson Oliveira. He has the chance to try and score here. It's Nelson Oliveira with the strike, and there you go, he makes it 4-2. He is a brilliant striker, and his strength to hold off the defenders there and to score was fantastic. That was a brilliant goal. Right, so we actually managed to survive a game without anything happening in terms of the game ending before the full-time whistle. Now, the game was pretty, well, average between both of us. We both deserved to get the point or a draw in this game and go into extra time. But unfortunately for him, he didn't. I took my chances. And Nelson Oliveira was a fantastic striker. So let's move into the semi-finals. And hopefully we can get a win there and progress to the final. And here we go. This is our next opponent in this video. So he's got Mandanda in goal, Mendy at left back. The centre backs are Onkalu and Jean Jesus. Maicon at right back, Conabalonga in the centre midfield with Melo and Martinho. Left forward is El Sharari. Fekir up front to Jamie Ward. Jamie Ward is going into the box. Jamie Ward is still going. Jamie Ward! And there you go. What a great solo goal by Jamie Ward there. That was a fantastic goal. And there was nothing anyone could do there. He was sliding all over the place and doing sloppy challenges. And Jamie Ward managed to punish him there. And we are winning 1-0. David Vaughan to cross the ball into the area. Hobbs with the header. Oh, and it's gone in the back of the net. The defenders did nothing there. And they were caught ball watching. And Jack Hobbs has scored there. I don't understand how we managed to not stop this from going in. So many opportunities he had there to stop it. And somehow he didn't. It's now 2-0. Cohen. Britt Usabalonga, what's he doing here? Can he create a great chance? Yes, he can. He plays it into Cohen, and there we go. It's 3-0. Britt Usabalonga plays it in to Cohen, and Cohen tucks it home to make it 3-0. The defending side are having a nightmare at the back as they are struggling to defend most of my opportunities that I'm doing when I'm going forward. And that was a great goal there by Cohen. Oh, and there you go. He's off. He couldn't take the pressure of losing to a team that had a bronze goalkeeper. And of course, most of the team is made up of silver players. Well, there you go. I do reach the final. This is going to be so much fun. The best team and the starting 11 for Nottingham Forest is a fantastic team to use. And it's probably the best team I've ever used on FIFA so far. So if you're a Nottingham Forest fan, congratulations for having a fantastic team on FIFA. I mean, they are brilliant. So, let's go into the final and use the best team and hopefully get some silverware. And they'll be the second ever team to win the Champions Shield. Let's go. Right, here we go. This is the final and this is the team we have to come up against. Okay, it's a really good team. Bravo in goal, left back Gaia, Savic and Macasio at the centre back position. Carvajal at the right back, Kazakara and CDM. Benya and Perez in the centre midfield. Konopolonka in the left mid. Rodrigo in the striker, and I think that was Faguli in the right midfield. It's a great chance, it's a great save. Oh, and he's put it in the back of the net there. That is so unfortunate. He was just there to tap it home. I don't actually know who put it in the back of the net. Let's find out. So as I said, it was very, very unlucky. De Vires made a great save, and unfortunately we couldn't stop him from tapping it into the back of the net. It was Kurzakowak. Okay, so the CDM manages to put the ball in the back of the net. It's a great pass out wide to Konopolonga. No, come on, ref. Oh, it's a penalty. I've given away a penalty. That is dreadful defending there. And it looks likely that he's going to win this game now. I'll stay down the middle. Okay, it doesn't do anything. I expected him to be the person that will put it down the middle. And unfortunately, he didn't. And now they're winning 2-0. And it looks like, unfortunately, we are going to lose in the final. Which is really upsetting, actually. So Paris did score that goal. Right, and there you go. Unfortunately, we did get knocked out in the final. We did really well with this team. And I'm very, very annoyed and gutted. Really, I am. This team was brilliant, and it was so unfortunate that we had to play a team that was basically a BBVA sweat team. I've seen them so many times, and so many people have used these teams because they literally are the best teams to use. So unfortunately we didn't get a fair final because they were always going to win, but we did have a decent team and a decent game, and I'm not too bothered about the losing that game because the team was fantastic. Now in terms of the players who I would recommend, now De Vires is a fantastic goalkeeper. If you're looking for a silver Dutch team or even a startup championship squad, he would be perfect for you. Now, Massien, he was the heart of the defence and he's a brilliant player. He's so brutal, he's so strong, he's very, very good in that defence, and I think that he's definitely worthwhile picking up because he's not too expensive either. Now, Henry Lansbury's pretty good, he's a decent playmaker. In the CDM spot, Maybe he didn't get the best of his attacking options, but he was decent. Maybe next time I'd love to use it in the centre midfield spot instead of the CDM spot, because he was really good at moving forward with the ball, and it's a shame I didn't really get to use him too much attacking. Now, Albexio, or Albecchio, whatever his name is, unfortunately I cannot say it. He was brilliant, he was great moving forward, he always linked up the play, and he was definitely worthwhile. Williams, he was alright, but he wasn't fantastic. Now, with Mendes, definitely get him. Unfortunately, he didn't do too much for me, but he's rapid, he goes down them wings, and he's a brilliant player. And I think he's from, like, Cape Verde, so it's a different international. So, I haven't really heard of him, but he's a fantastic player. He didn't do too much, but when he did bomb forward, he always created great opportunities. Nelson Oliveira, the captain of this team, he was fantastic. And I would definitely say to get him. He should be a gold. That's how good he is. He's so strong and brutal on the ball. The physicality of this player is fantastic. Definitely get him. Now, the Ginger Ninja himself. Unfortunately, he did have a bad game, but he was a brilliant player. He was getting bossed by, I believe it was Gaia in this game, but he's decent. He's not as good as Mendes, but I would say he's still pretty good. Now, in terms of the second team for Nottingham Forest, Britt Usabalonga, he was fantastic. He is by far one of the better players, if not the best performer in this entire few games that I played. Now, with Ward, another player that was attacking for them, he was very good as well. Now, Tesk, the player that was a centre midfielder that I played over on the right, he was good. Surprisingly, to be honest, because he is a centre midfielder, not a right midfielder. So he played pretty decent, but I didn't really get to see him in the midfield, so I don't know how good he would be there. But he was pretty good in the wing position. Now, in terms of the centre midfield, Andy Reid and Vaughan were pretty good, despite their issues with their pace. They're both half decent, and they're both pretty worthwhile. Now, in terms of the defence for the backup team, there wasn't really many outstanding players because they weren't doing too good. They were alright. I'd say that Hobbs was my favourite out of Hobbs and Wilson, but Hobbs got a red card, so that was the only downside to him. And the goalkeeper, Etmanov, if you want to start off a team, I would recommend him, but his level would suggest that he's probably not going to be worthwhile picking up, but I really did like him. He was a fantastic goalkeeper for the team. So anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this Nottingham Forest squad review. Unfortunately, we didn't actually win the Champions Shield. We did come close, though, and unfortunately, we did lose to a BBVA sweat team. Now, the next squad review I will be doing is Wolverhampton Wanderers. They're a fantastic team. They have a few ex-Millwall players in there, so it'll be interesting to use that team. And, of course, Kenny Jackett's doing a decent job with them in real life. So anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.